Okay, hear me out. Bear with me for a second. Try, if you can, to remove all of the hip hop in the situation, all the hip hoppedness, all of the gangster isms of the situation, the real N-word policies, the street aspect of it. And let's just strip it all down, pause to a real basic level. If you got a job, right, and your pops get out of jail and get you fired, or let's say he don't get you fired yet, but he get out of jail and come around the job making things uncomfortable, difficult, whatever. You wouldn't say to your pops, yo, you wildin'. Now, granted, like I said, that's why I said strip away all those other elements. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, those other elements being your job as the kid whose pops just came home, your job being based off your pops' life story and all of that. I get all of that. You understand? That makes that puts a whole bunch of nuance in it. So, you know, I get it. I'm just saying, if you could strip all of that away and just on the most basic level, any one of us, if we got a job and our relative, pops, brother, mother, whatever, come to the job, your job ain't disrespecting you. They paying you well. They not, you know, discriminating against you, nothing. Like, you good at the job. You love this job. And your relative pop up out of nowhere, whether it's from jail, prison, just some absent for any other out from around the corner. You understand what I'm saying? He just moved to Bed-Stuy. He used to live cross town, whatever. It don't matter. He just pop up out of nowhere, and his actions put your job in jeopardy. I do not feel like you're not wrong for, not to say go against your pops, but to be like, yo, dad, you wildin'. You understand what I'm saying? And then to look at your boss and be like, yo, listen, my pops is tripping. Please, you know what I'm saying? I know I know that's my pops, but you understand what I'm saying? Could you please forgive him, or, you know, if you can't, not let that reflect on me and on my, I need this job. You know what I'm saying? I say that in response to all of the people who agree with Boosie. And I'm not tripping if you agree with Boosie. I understand the visceral response, you know, family first. You understand what I'm saying? That's how we, you know, that's the line we've been pushing for the majority of our, you know, our whole lives. So, yeah, I get it. But take all of that, like I said, you know, because even so, like in Boosie's most recent clip, I didn't see him say it. I heard him say it. Pretty sure that was really his voice. You know, I don't think they AI'd it, but he was saying, like, even though he said what he said about, you know, he would have been like, he would have sided with his dad in it, and it would have been like F50 from the jump. I told y'all, people was putting too much on that. People was, it's like some of y'all, you know, some of the vloggers was kind of thirsty for a headline because they was trying to make that seem like it was beef, and it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like, everybody claim to know about the streets, but that ain't it. That's just a nigga saying, like, yo, If that had been me, if I was in that seat, I would have did this as opposed to that. You know what I mean? Problem is, 50 stated, I believe, I don't remember who he was responding to when he stated this, but it was like he saw a little Meech laughing under one of the posts that was in question. You know what I'm saying? And so it was like, he was like, oh, nah, you too. You know what I'm saying? That was all it took. So from that point on, wasn't no turning back. I would say everybody, like I can understand where Big Meech stand, where he stood, and even in the, like if it's hard to be pause in a position where it's where it's millions of dollars being made off for your life, right? I know this as a rapper. You understand what I'm saying? The record label always makes more money than the rapper, right? Than the artist, right? So I get it, right? You know what I'm saying? Dudes not owning your rights to, your creativity. You know what I'm saying? Like, you a grown up, you business savvy, like, however his story got told while he was in jail, you gotta, sometimes you make certain agreements with the intentions of fixing them later. This is not foreign to it. This is not, you know what I'm saying? This is not a new concept. This happens in many forms of business. You know what I'm saying? You make an agreement knowing that you're going to renegotiate later. Now that Meech comes home, like, this is my story. There are things people were saying about him him having a problem with 50 being in the driver's seat, as I suspected from day one. That all of this didn't start with the picture or the video. The video was a result of something else. It sounds like these things are coming out now. Pause. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, again, I think dudes really don't respect, not them, but a lot of dudes, I think those dudes really, for whatever reason, they like, nah, they has something against 50. Either it was just they didn't respect him being in control of their story, or something else. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, if Meech wanted to have a concert and he wanted to promote it, he could have asked 50 to do that. 50 to do that. Now, to help him with that. Now, granted, there wouldn't have been nobody to say, I think I'm Big Meech. Larry, that wouldn't have happened. But I'm saying, I don't know. I'm saying, like, people will run around talk about, yeah, people can say what they want, but I think personally, a lot of you, not all of you, some of you niggas genuinely hate what 50 is doing. I think a lot of y'all hate on what he's doing because it's the politically correct thing to do. I think a lot of you niggas wish you could do what 50 do. I think a lot of us would do what 50 is doing. We just know we can't get away with it. We don't have the budget for it. It's some cold pieces of work out here, and some of y'all are hiding in docile. You know how, like, the evil genius in a Marvel movie or whatever was a nerd? Like, some of y'all running around fronting like y'all good, or maybe y'all really are good people, and might be disguised as docile. But if y'all had the money and the opportunity, Y'all would make everybody that ever played with y'all pay. You and somebody you got real smoke with somebody. You got real smoke with somebody, and you see your homeboy chilling with the nigga, and they having a good old time and all of that. A lot of times a lot of people will cut that nigga off or start to treat him. All right, I gotta feed something with a long spoon. Pause. You understand what I'm saying? Pause, protesters, get your ass out of here. Rest of y'all, welcome to the nation. Monster Nation, that is. Your host, tour guide, president, and king around here. I'm the landlord, owner, tenant, janitor. I mops the damn floor. With you, if you don't follow the rules. Rules are you gotta like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications if you're trying to be a taxpaying citizen of the nation. Leave us a super thanks or a cash app. We actually prefer the cash app, but y'all do y'all. Cash app tag will be in the description along with the Bandcamp link. You know what I'm saying? That's there for all of y'all who would rather hear me rap than to hear me yap. And if you're writing on the walls in the nation, spell your stuff right because you're confusing the tourists. All right, citizens. Anyway, what was I saying? Wouldn't have been any things just don't work that way in business. You understand what I'm saying? And because maybe he was complete assumptions. Maybe upon learning that things don't work that way or he couldn't do that, and he started to move in high, whatever. I've speculated enough. What I do know is a lot of you niggas would do the same thing if y'all could. Y'all just can't. You know what I'm saying? I just can't. If I could listen, B. A lot of niggas do a lot of crab sucker, lame, snake. The snake and the rat should be easy. Kill yourself, right? I mean, excuse me, YouTube. A lot of niggas be doing a whole lot of deplorable, unforgivable, and activities, transgressions. And as a person who wants to stay free from jail, you got to take the high road on a lot. You understand what I'm saying? You can't, I can't go to war with everybody. I need to be present for the more important wars. Like, I need to go to battle for my family. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I can't, like, here's an example of what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I'm not sure an example is needed, but hold this. Yes, I protect black women, but I can't protect every black woman. I can't protect every black woman because I need to be available to protect and raise my own black woman. You understand what I'm saying? I can't fight with. You can't fight over every transgression. You can't afford. The average person can't afford to. But if you got millions of dollars and a cell phone, and that's where most of the fighting taking place. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. If the fighting escalates past that, then he can afford that. I mean, I wish none of it was going on. I wish they were all concerned with the other fight that I'm concerned with. You know what I mean? Fight for our peoples. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm about to be on Twitch, right? I'm playing video games. I'm be doing all. Give me some suggestions if y'all wanted some things some things I could do on Twitch to make my Twitch a little different. Pause. Yeah, auto reverse. That's what she said. Suckers. Yeah, B. I don't know. What was the moral of this? Oh yeah. If it was you, I mean, if you was Meech, young Meech, you would have copped that same plea in 50's text messages or DM first. You would have did that. And then y'all want to call him a snake after 50 showed him that it's nah, sorry. And he said, okay, I guess I ain't gotta. I was trying to pick your side, but you threw me on this side, so guess I might as well go stand with Ross and Mayweather and Dad and them niggas. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's one big mess and all that. But if you was Meech, you would have copped. If you was Little Meech, you would have copped that same plea. A lot of y'all. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't wrong for that, for trying to salvage. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what she would have did, but he wasn't wrong for trying to salvage that relationship. You know what I mean? And 50 ain't wrong for going the way he going. Or, I mean, maybe he's going overboard, maybe not. But feeling the way he feel, he's not wrong for feeling that way. You would too if you could afford to. If you made it to the end of this video, let me get 4 peace signs though. Rock on, rock on.